Hello friends, myself Dr. Nidhi Darbari on My Education Treasure. In my previous video, I had discussed about set induction. Today in my present video, I am going to discuss about the components of the set induction skill. Induction simply means introduction. It means saying or doing or both specific things prior to a learning situation that will direct the student's attention to the task in hand. Set induction is a deliberately planned action by the teacher to attract students' attention, get them really set or ready for a formal lesson, stimulate their interest, motivate them for duty ahead, make them eager, trigger off their curiosity, and induce them to attend the lesson, inducing them into the right mindset. When the students are set, they are ready to learn. Effective teachers can use this set induction to put students in a receptive frame of mind that will facilitate learning, be it physical, emotional, or mental. The late Madeline Hunter referred to this technique as anticipatory set. Suppose that a teacher wants the students to read chapter 2 of the Constitution in their textbooks as homework. What remarks or activities will produce the most learning for the next day? The teacher could say, "Now, class, for tomorrow, I want all of you to read chapter 2 in the text." Such a weak set would normally produce a weak response. The next day, the teacher might discover that half the class had not read the assignment and that the other half, although claiming to have read it, was unable to discuss it in any depth. The teacher might have said, "For tomorrow, I want you to read chapter 2 in the text and come to class prepared for a discussion." This set is an improvement. It gives the student more information about the instructional goal. They are to prepare for a discussion. But the students need a good deal more information before they will be able to prepare themselves for an interesting, stimulating discussion. Components of set induction skill. Success of teaching a lesson depends on its introduction. It is the first step of teaching because, as is the introduction of the lesson, so will be the teaching. To prepare micro lesson plan of the introduction skill, the following components are necessary. Attention gaining, that is use of voice to focus interest, use of audiovisual aids, use of gestures and eye contact, and introducing something unusual. Motivation stimulation, to arouse curiosity, use of analogy, use storytelling techniques, involve students in their task, and ask provocative questions. Cognitive link, relate to past experiences, relate to new experiences, relate to current events, and relate to students' interest and experience. Structure provision, stating the limit of the task, using a series of questions, stating ways to accomplish task, and stating activity, task, or project. In the attention gaining component, the voice can be used to focus the interest, audiovisual aids can be used, gestures and eye contact can be used, and something unusual can also be introduced. In the motivation stimulation component, to arouse the curiosity of the student, storytelling technique can be used, involving students in their task, and asking provocative questions can be used. In the cognitive link, relating to the past experiences and relating to the new experiences, relating to the current events, and relating students to interest and experiences. Structure provision, starting the limits of the task, stating the limits of the task, using a series of questions, stating ways to accomplish a task, stating activity, task, or project. For example, if the teacher wants to teach topic of volume of liquid in mathematics, he can bring one bottle of water and a bowl of same volume of water in red color and ask them questions like which volume of water is more. Maybe some students will answer it wrong because they see at the shape of the container and determine the volume of water. But it is okay because the teacher wants to focus on teaching. Then he can relate it with the topic that he will teach them on that particular day. Functions of set induction. Perot says that the activities preceding a learning task will have an influence on the outcomes of the task, and that some set are more successful than others in achieving planned outcomes. She identified the following four functions of set induction. Set induction has as its first purpose to focus students' attention on the lesson by gaining the interest and attention of students by an activity, event, object, or person that relates directly to students' interest or previous experiences. The first motivational function of the teacher is to engage the students in learning. The second purpose of set induction attempts to create an organizing framework for the ideas, principles, or information which is to follow. By telling students in advance about the way in which a lesson is organized, moving from old to new materials and linking of the two, providing a structure enables the student to visualize the content of the presentation and improve their comprehension and ability to recall and apply what they hear. If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to the video to motivate me, share it with others and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. The third purpose of set induction is to extend the understanding and application of abstract ideas through the use of examples and analogy. An idea that is abstractly stated can be difficult for students to comprehend. Many students who do understand an idea or principle have difficulty in applying their knowledge to new situations. The clear use of examples and analogies can do much to overcome such limitations. The fourth purpose of set induction is to stimulate interest and involvement in the lesson, which can increase curiosity and stimulate students' interest in the lesson by giving meaning to a new concept, such as giving examples, to provide a smooth transition from known to unknown material by capitalizing on use of examples, verbal or non-verbal, analogies and student activities which students have interest. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video and don't forget to subscribe.